welcome back. I'm Sonuke from Study with Island Girl. So today's video is a highly requested one from sisters and brothers that are getting ready for their O-levels. I did my O-levels in 2016 and got 9 A's. So I always get questions from O-level students. So I decided to share some tips that will be helpful to O-level students and answer some of their questions as well. So before we get into this video, subscribe to my channel. I upload study related videos every week. Okay, let's get into the video now. My first tip is to have a designated study area. This tip could sound like a tip that everyone tells, but believe me, it could change your whole study game. When you try to study in different places every time, your brain will keep reminding you what you often do in that place. Without realizing it, you will do the basic stuff you do in that place. For example, take your bed. You bring all of your books there and tell yourself, I'm not like other people and I can study in bed, to realize that you slept 3 hours. Yeah, I've been there and done that. So make a designated study place. That place needs to has enough space to keep all of your books and other essentials. Also better if that place less with distractions and noises. Try to study in that place continuously. Your brain will adjust to that place with time and it will cost less effort to focus on that place afterwards. My second tip is to focus in classes. I always hear that students say, I studied for months but my results are so low. Why is that? What did I do wrong? I worked so hard. Okay, listen to me. When I was writing my O-level term test, I used to study a few weeks before the exams but got more marks than the people who got ready for term tests more than months. Now I realize I wasn't studying entire chapters and lessons those days, and what I did was revising what I learned. But to revise what you learn, you have to pay attention and actively join in classes and know what you're going to study. So now you're wondering how you can actively join in classes. Here are some tips for that. Ask questions from your teachers. Try to understand what your teacher is explaining and don't stop questioning until you understand the topic. And next, if you didn't understand or missed anything, search about it, find notes from friends, try to study that topic alone. And my next tip is to get help from people who know about that topic well. My third tip is to be consistent. Some students ask me how many hours they should study per day. Always my answer for them is, my studying hours and your studying hours could be different. The thing you should be worrying about is not hours, how consistent you are studying. For example, one student studies 7 hours a day but only can continue that study schedule for 3 days and already burnt out on the 4th day and don't study for another couple of days. Another student studies 4 hours a day and can continue that schedule for 6 days, and that student takes a break on the 7th day. So the first student studied 21 hours per 2 weeks while the second student studied 24 hours per week. So who did a great job here? Obviously, second student. So what I wanted to say is, it doesn't matter how many hours you study per day. All you have to do is be consistent and understand what you are studying. You can increase your studying time later, but first try to be consistent. My fourth tip is to give more attention to topics that probably can be questioned. When I was getting ready for my O-levels, I was a bit behind in history subject. I only had 2-3 months until O-levels, so I searched for model papers that the government released for O-levels and read them carefully. On the first page of those model papers, they have mentioned what chapters they will test in each second paper question. As I can remember, we can choose 5 questions from second paper. So I got fully prepared for 6 questions, which means 6 chapters, and I studied other lessons lightly than those chapters. It helped me a lot to get an A for history, and it could work for other subjects as well. My last tip is to use active recalling methods. I often hear that some students say, I studied that but I can't remember anything. I can't recall anything. That is because you have used passive studying methods like reading your textbook. Passive studying methods may take less time and feel easier to do, but to remember what you studied, you have to use active studying or recalling methods. Some of the active studying methods are doing past papers and model corrections, using flashcards, and revising. Doing corrections will help you get ready for the exam more confident, and you can understand which areas you are bad at and focus on those areas more. Flashcards are a card that has a question on the one side and answers in the other side. You can test yourself using flashcards, and it's a great way to study rather than just reading textbooks multiple times. You can use digital or physical flashcards, it's up to you to decide. There are multiple types of revising methods, and my favorite method is spaced repetition. In that method, you have to revise what you studied several times to register it in your long-term memory. For that, after you studied something, you have to revise it after 1 day, 3 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, and 1 month likewise. I have created a template that you can use to revise using spaced repetition method. You can download it from the link in the description. Now it's time to answer some of the questions you sent to me. How to memorize all the things you study? Please share some techniques for revising, study hours, and techniques. As I mentioned before, use active recalling methods. It will help you with revising. Don't use passive recalling methods for revising ever. Next question is, share some tips to study history. Use the fourth tip I shared. Focus more on the topics that are more likely to test in the exam. Next question is, from which grade we should start studying? Start revising from grade 10 lessons first. In that way, you can find the topics you should focus on more and then move to grade 11. But don't waste time hanging on grade 10 subjects every day. Next question, how to stay focused for long hours? Keep everything you need while studying in your hand distance. A water bottle, a cup of coffee, study snack, books, and anything that requires you to get up and waste a few minutes of your time. Also remember, we can't focus more than 2 hours straight. So make sure to take small breaks between study sessions to give a break to your brain. Next question. Sometimes some subjects get boring during study. Yes, this is a common problem for all of us. So I suggest you to listen to a lo-fi study playlist while studying. You can go to the lifeat.io website and study in virtual spaces. Also, you can study with friends via Zoom. It will make studying less boring. Next question is it okay to take a break for the whole day? Of course, it's okay to take a day off. But don't study for 2 days and take 5 days off. Try to study 4-5 days in a row and take a day off. Next question is, can I still get 9 A's if I start studying now? Yes, you can, and it depends on your dedication. Don't waste any more time and start now. Okay, I hope these tips will help you to ace your O-levels, and good luck. Don't forget to leave a comment if you found this video helpful. Then I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.